In this recording, I want to teach you the following. Well, you kind of know it already, especially if you did some degree, if you have some degree in economics or finance, because this is what most people are told about finances. So for the illustration's sake, let's say you have a pot, a clay pot with golden coins in it. Let's say there are, let me name a number, 500 coins in it. And let's say you need 10 coins a day for your daily expenses. So let's write here 10 coins a day. That means that you have only 50 days available in this pot, right? So that means that you need to get other coins to fill back the pot. So let's say you get 30 coins a week. So in a month, let's say times 4. I know a month is not always exactly 4 weeks, but let's say times 4, that's around 90 coins a month. Okay? So if you get 90 coins a month and you spend 10 coins a day for your expenses, that means you only have 9 days. So that means you need to increase the amount of income of coins, right? You take your income, minus your expenses, that's your balance. This is a formula. You're taught this in high school also. But this whole structure is all about preserving the pot or the content of the pot. It's all about keeping the pot filled. This is what people are told about finances. There is one issue, however, with this model. How do you secure the amount of coins that come in the pot? Then you need to go to a place where there are coins. Well, if you have a building filled with coins, you can take them for free, you can just do that and fill your pot. But that's not the case, right? No. There are individuals that make the coins, or you have people that make the coins, and they want something in return. What they want in return? Your life. You need to give in your life source to get coins to remain alive. So actually, you think that you are doing something normal by preserving the pot, but in fact, you're being drained. Because things are constructed in such a way that you need those coins. But to get the coins, you need to give in your life. So your life is being taken away from you. It's a form of theft. But you think it's honest because you did something and you got a compensation in return. And now the compensation is yours, now you can use it. But this is how finances really go. These are multiple pots over here. And these pots represent banks, multinational corporations, or institutions. This is what they represent. And they need to keep the circulation of the coins going. So this is really a cycle. That's what it is. So what you're told with this is that you need to hook up near one of these pots with your own tiny pot, which is your bank account, so you can earn some of the coins from the pot. And so there's a circulation, and you're told to get on the track so you can get some of it. And of course, it's difficult to get on the track because there's competition for jobs, all of that. So you're kept in a cycle of stress and relief. But now, this is what smart pagans do, or warlocks. This is what they do. They conduct whatever rituals they're doing, and what happens is that this energetic flow of currency is diverted to them. So they cause a disruption in It's far more quiet here, so okay. So their rituals cause a disruption in this energetic flow of currency. And this flow then comes towards them. But he does not come with a pot to preserve what he gets from this flow. He makes sure that once the flow comes in, he spends it and the flow continues. Because the moment you come with a pot to preserve it, people are going to ask, how come he has all those coins? Where do those coins come from? And then he will have to explain the rituals, and people are not going to believe the rituals. So they're going to think that he either stole it or that he is doing something dirty. So that's how smart pagans do it. They don't hand in their life source, and they don't allow the system to drain them from 9 to 5. They use rituals, money rituals, to divert flows of the system to them, and they spend it so that they can't be charged later on. Now, why am I teaching you this? Because I wanted to show you that this way of thinking over here, it keeps you trapped. Because we think of finances as a pot that you need to keep filled. So our whole focus goes to keeping the pot filled. But the pagan knows if you have a flow, that you don't even need a pot. When you have a goal, something you want to do, you check the finances needed and you decree it through the rituals, and once the flow comes, you spend it on the goal and it's done. And you can have multiple flows divert towards you. That's how smart pagans do it. By the way, that's how the pagan business, that's how the multinational corporations do it. That's how they do. Now, believers, we ought to be far smarter than this. If these guys are smart enough not to get hooked to a machine that drains them, then why are believers validating this thing over here? I'm not telling you to just quit your job and doing all this crazy stuff. Learn to walk by faith, to divert things in your favor. You're not doing it because you think, oh, people are going to become upset, that's not honest, blah, blah, blah. Oh, so now you allow yourself to be drained and killed over time. Is that honest? No. If those pagans who don't have Christ, who don't have the Holy Spirit, if they are smart enough to divert things in their favor, why are believers just getting along and find a way to deal with things? No. Believers ought to be far more practical and far more active than those pagans. So unlearn toxic finances. Just for now, agree with Christ and be at peace.